So we're going to run into some coaching words, right? So we got some different coaching philosophies we're going to go through here. And this is you're coaching an agent, you're talking to staff, you're talking to someone in your household, you coach soccer and you need to talk to people better, right? But mostly in your business, right? Where are you talking to people that are trying to achieve better? That's what these next few slides are going to encapsulate. Hello, everybody. Grady Paulson here, Family First Life America Beyond. Excited to be on here today with you. We are going to do our Hayden and I, Integrity Partner, Hall of Fame producer. Recently, we're fortunate and blessed to attend a 4-day Leadership Academy training put on by our parent company, Integrity Marketing Group. They brought in Tom Ziglar, who's the son and Chairman and CEO of the Ziglar Foundation, son of Zig Ziglar, one of the greatest business minds that has ever existed, and put us through the ringer, put us through a 4-day course of all kinds of content, all putting us in a position where we learned a tremendous amount about business, leadership, coaching, how to behave, how to act, how to help people get better. And our goal today is to review that with you and to put you in a position where you're now equipped. And granted, this was 4 days, right? 4 full days. And we're going to do it in about 45 minutes or so and try to give you the best tidbits. So if you like Cliff Notes, you're on the right call. But more so, the goal of this is for you to get better, right? So to come at this with an open mind, to come at this with the reality of, Hayden and I are fairly well personally developed. We've listened to a lot of speakers. We've applied what they've said. We've read a lot of books. We've cut our teeth in the field. We've been knocked down more times than we would care to admit, and picked ourselves back up and went back to business. And coming out of this Leadership Academy, I think we both have put ourselves in a position where we've evolved. And that's always the goal, right? The goal is evolution, right? There is no maintenance mode. You're either growing or you're dying. No one stays neutral. So that's what I'm excited about. Hayden, any initial thoughts about the Leadership Academy before we jump into the slides?
Yeah, I mean, it was some great stuff we're going to go through, obviously, but one of the main things is just like you just said, Grady. It's a constant evolving process where either you're stuck and getting worse, or you're getting better. And a lot of the things that we're going to go through, you've probably heard them. They're probably just good, gentle reminders. But if you really are intentional with some of these principles and some of these thoughts, it's going to help you so much. And not only, the cool thing about this training is it wasn't only about just business. I've applied some of the principles, in life and with family and in business. And it helps pretty much, full circle with anything that you're going to be doing. So excited to share.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to run into some coaching words, right? So we got some different coaching philosophies we're going to go through here. And this is you're coaching an agent, you're talking to staff, you're talking to someone in your household, you coach soccer and you need to talk to people better, right? But mostly in your business, right? Where are you talking to people that are trying to achieve better? That's what these next few slides are going to encapsulate. So I heard this from I can say his name, Art Leisure, and Art's been in the industry for 30 years and built a massive team. He's also an Integrity Partner, building a beautiful house on Wrightsville Beach right now. So, but great all around guy. And we were talking about coaching, and he says, this is what I say when I'm trying to coach someone. He goes, which way do you want to be coached? What you want to hear or what you need to hear? Right? What you want to hear is you're doing great. Great job on your big week and great job on your big first month. What you need to hear is save your money, stay disciplined, do everything you can to keep working hard, because quick beginner luck doesn't hold up, and you're going to have to really push through to learn the tried and true measures in this business to continue to be successful. I thought that was really impactful. Another line in coaching poor behavior was in regards to another fellow partner was sitting at our table, and this is one of our breakout sessions, and he was talking about, like, say it's like a holiday party, or it's a family event, or it's a party, or it's an event where there's a bunch of people, and someone that's starting to have too many drinks, or they're acting pretty rude, or however. And the line he said, and he was like, you want to go up to that person whom you care about, who's just kind of acting poorly, and you say, I don't want people to view you or experiencing you in the way you're acting or behaving. And he says, when you go to someone like that, that you're trying to, that you care about, and you say words, I don't want people to experience you the way you're acting, you got to like calm down or get a hold of yourself. It's a way where you like, you're showing genuine care. Like my buddy acting an idiot at like a holiday party. I'll be like, dude, come here. I don't want people to experience you this way. Like, let's get it together. You know, let's get some water, right? And it's not all being drunk idiots. It's more so like, just how can you offer some coaching advice to someone that you care about? And when we're frustrated, this is a good line. It was direct your passion at something, not someone. And Tom said this great line that as coaches, right? You're all coaches, whether you're coaching yourself, your household, your small business of 1, your business of 10, your business of 1,000. Coaching pulls stuff out of people, and it's not to stuff in, right? You're trying to get people to open up and evolve. So let's go to the next one, and we'll get more from Hayden. But when coaching, they talked about using vulnerability and some small parts or whatever is necessary to relate to make your point impactful, right? Be vulnerable. I made mistakes too. This was how it was hard for me too. I cried on the drive home from Tucson one time because I booked 5 appointments and they all no-showed me. And from that day forward, I vowed to get better on the phone than anybody else and put myself in a position where I'd never drive 2 hours south in the desert, go to 5 houses where no one was there, right? Being vulnerable with a new agent. What story can you tell someone that will impact them to let them feel what you're saying is genuine? Obviously this was like their, corporate asterisks. Don't share things that could hurt the company or jeopardize the relationship, but only they allow you to continue coaching. And I want Hayden to jump in on this one. The last section, just do what I do. I thought that was such an impactful concept.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everyone wants to be coached by a leader that has done it and does it, and so that's very important. And then also, one of the words that came to mind in terms of coaching is being honest. Sometimes, like the last slide, it said, do you want to hear all the good stuff, or do you want to be told what you need to be told? And being honest with your agents, with your business partners, that is very, very important. But also, some people, everyone's different, and so to be able to be honest and direct with people, you also got to build a relationship. You got to know their why. You got to know why they're doing it instead of just coming at them. And so not sugarcoating and just telling them what they need to hear, because ultimately if you don't, it's going to hurt them, versus if you tell them what needs to be heard, then you're helping them.
Yeah It was the last line, China, real quick, was create a life into a design that allows you to make those words your coaching statement, right? Just do what I do. Just follow me, right? You follow me, right? I think that's biblical, right? And that was the big dude upstairs, or his son. See, I gotta stop. Caitlin's gonna be like, what is he talking about? Okay, coaching with kindness. And this is a big part. I mean, one of the things is like what you hear from these big businesses and big leaders that run big companies with a B is there's no T-Rex leaders. There's no my way or the highway. It's let's evolve and mature. Let's grow each other. And it's one of the things that I think we all took away was watching like how big conceptually integrity is, but at the same time, how big you could really create a business. And so coaching with kindness is like, like not Sally's frustrated. Tell Sally to get over it. Right. And let's keep working. Right. Tell Sally to buy more leads. Right. Tell Sally to get out my way or the highway. Like it's more so like, let's have a conversation. Sally, how are you doing? How are you really doing? What's going on? Well, I'm struggling with the script. I'm struggling with leads. I'm struggling with this. Okay. Well, let's go revisit these. Let's role play. Right. Can you tell me more about that? And it was an important thing about coaching with kindness, about showing genuine care. And so one of the things we learned about was from Dean Graziosi, and he's a big business coach. And he talks about discovering the why. So whether this is within your agents or people you're recruiting, right? Discovering their why, like what's their true intention for doing this. And he says, it's not just what's your why. You say, what's your why? Why is that important? What is the benefit of that? What would that do for you? Okay, tell me more about that. How would you want that in your life? How does that affect you? Why is that important? Like digging down, like all the way, like, I want to be a good father. Why do you want to be a good father? I don't want to let people down. I want to be a big, good businessman. Like digging down into people and saying, going 7 levels down, and you'll find someone's true why. But that's how you really find out, about your people, which is also why we go back to, we really want to hire top performers instead of zombies, because top performers have true whys. They have a big, big vision for themselves, for their life, for what they're trying to accomplish. Any insight on this, Hayden?
Yeah, I was just gonna say with every new agent, if you guys are building an agency, when you get on that first call, the second call with them, this has got to be something that's discussed to see, what kind of person they are, what their goals are, what their drive is. And then from there, really drill down and find specifically what it is, and then have them write it down. There was something, Grady, I forgot the exact stat, but it was something about, writing your goals down and your why down. And when you write down your goals, I think it's you're 42% more likely to achieve them than if you just have them up here in your head. So that's very important.
Got it. Goal accomplished, 43% if they write it down, 65% if they tell someone. Yeah. Coaching with kindness. Kindness doesn't break down walls, it melts them. It's the key to all working relationships, right? If I trust someone and they're kind, people will open up to you, right? That person was good to me, right? That you remember people in your life that were good to you. Be someone who's good to your people. Never regret helping someone grow. And a good coaching line from Doc Rivers, one of the legendary basketball coaches, is it okay if I hold you accountable to your goals? And that's a great concept, right? I want to do this. In basketball, I want to shoot 500 free throws every day after practice, right? I saw you leaving right after practice. You said you want to be held accountable to your goals. I thought you want to be, you want to grow. You said you're going to make 300 dials, and it's noon and you're posting that you're at the pool. Oh, I'm dialing from the pool. How's that going? Well, we haven't gotten started yet, right? Is it okay if I hold you accountable to your goals? If you want to build a big team, you're going to have to ask some mildly uncomfortable questions in the beginning until they become comfortable questions, because you start to see results from those questions yielding better business partners. So a cool concept that I thought was interesting was therapy. Is the intention of therapy is to address dysfunction in your past, things that have happened to you, trauma, being whatever, things in your past. The purpose of coaching is to focus on evolving a better future. And that was a very insightful kind of concept, that like when you're working with someone, your job as their coach is not to try to fix things that happened in the past. You can't, right? I'm not licensed, qualified. What I can do is say, I know the best processes of people who are successful here. And if you do these things, your future could look like theirs, right? We can't talk about the past. I can't address it. You can't change it, but let's focus on the future. That's what coaching is.
Yeah. That third bullet, that's the money question. That's almost like when you're on the phone with clients and it gets into the heat of it and you have to tell them, hey, Grady, is it okay if I'm honest with you? And you talk to them about qualifying and not waiting and that kind of deal. So that's a question you got to ask to every agent that's on your team.
Awesome.